Hi, my name is Alex Smith. I've been in professional sales for over 15 years. I'm currently an account executive that gets to help people love what they learn and feel fun in their development. I also run a podcast where I get to speak with people throughout all walks of life that practice the art of sales through the lens of human connection. I've sold in person, over the phone, and I know many of us are still selling virtually right now. So I'm grateful for Prezi for having me come on and offer some of my tips when it comes to virtual selling. I certainly don't have all the answers, but hoping these will help you get the fundamentals down and maybe even give you some new things to think about. So let's get started. So one of the fundamentals I think about when it comes to virtual selling is, would I sound the same way if I was in person? See, the barrier of computer clouds our judgment. See, in person has its own vibe, right? Like you just don't get those same experiences that are shared over cold coffee and the pastry tray that you do online. The continental breakfast is now LinkedIn, and I never went up to someone at a breakfast and said, "Hey, I'm Alex. Here's my muffins. I'm great. Let's schedule a meeting." It just didn't happen, right? So, always ask yourself whether it's an email, LinkedIn request, would I sound the same way if I were in person? If that answer is no or maybe, reassess it and say it like you would in person. All right, next up, giving a virtual nod over video. So, I always like to use video and actually incorporate someone else's work in my video outreach. It shows personalization, and it also shows someone that you see them for being awesome. So, at a previous job, I was selling conference sponsorships, and the CMO had created an awesome video of himself playing piano on LinkedIn. I used that video, switched up the lyrics, and told him why I thought we should meet. We eventually met and secured a partnership. So, like a video highlighting someone else's work, tying it into your value, and then using your personality just creates wonder and excitement. And the person thinks, man, even if I don't need what they have or the timing's off, I just want to meet with that person because of the creativity here. So, use that, create excitement, and you'll absolutely be remembered. The next one, offers versus asks. So this is one of my best connection request messages I've ever received, and it was by Sarah Marie Clark. She thanked me for the connection, but said she wanted to make her connection valuable, didn't want to just be another number. She asked how she could help support my growth, didn't talk about her, but ended by asking if I was open to a call to collaborate and explore our connection. Words like open, collaborate, explore are offer words. Asking words would have sounded like, "Hey, Alex, I'm Sarah. We help salespeople brand, their products. We have lots of different options. We've gotten tons of results for people. Can we meet Tuesday?" So, offers that are better than asks because the other person doesn't feel like you're desperate, and they get to determine if they want to take the conversation further. All right, one of my favorite quotes is by Ben Franklin, and this is the fourth tip: letting buyers drive. So this quote is, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn." Zoom has made it easier than ever before for us to feel less involved. They're not even like real conversations when you think about it, because one person gets to be the host and controls everything that happens in the conversation. So, and also everyone can literally turn their cameras off. So just think about how that would look in real life if you were talking to someone and they just put up a black screen with their name on it and talk to you through it. It'd be super awkward. So buyers want to feel in control. So I usually begin each of my demos like this. I view this demo as a car ride. We have a GPS based on what you've told us, but the most important person here is you. You're the driver. You get to decide where we're going today. We have a roadmap based on what you've told us, and will keep us on track, but you get to tell us where we're headed, and where we stay or where we go. Okay, if we run the call this way. See, look for ways to involve buyers, or you just may be looking back at muted black screens the whole time. And finally, create an experience. This is Chris Shembra. Prior to COVID, he hosted dinner experiences to foster human connections in teams. He structured them like plays. The first was people arriving. Second was delegating tasks. And the third was a communal session on gratitude. So people told gratitude stories that awakened their values. The values led to more stories. Stories developed empathy, and empathy is what creates connection. So I say this story because now Chris has taken this in-person experience and moved it virtual and still gets the same engagement because his intention on the experience. So think about how you can activate that connection to your clients virtually with every interaction you have. Is it through stories you can share or they can share? A thoughtful gift, a video walking them through an answer to one of their questions, or maybe it's a cardboard cutout of yourself or something in between. Whatever it is, create personal connection. And as Chris likes to say, stories sell, data points don't. All right, so just to wrap up, I have no doubt if you use any one of these 5 tips that virtual won't really feel like virtual anymore, and you'll get just as much trust, if not more, than when you were joking over those pastries. So good luck and happy selling.